Chosen one, listen carefully. This message has found you at the exact moment it was meant to. Nothing in the divine plan is by accident, and right now, God is speaking directly to your spirit. You have felt it for a long time. That deep knowing, that unshakable feeling that you are different, set apart, called for something greater. You have gone through trials that others could never understand. You have been misunderstood, doubted, rejected, and yet here you stand, still searching for the truth. And now, the truth has found you. God has decided it. The time of uncertainty, of wandering alone in the wilderness, is coming to an end. You are no longer alone. The path you have been walking, the struggles you have endured, and the battles you have fought in silence, they were never in vain. You were never abandoned. Every step, every hardship, every tear was preparing you for this moment. The moment where your purpose begins to unfold in ways you never imagined. You are a chosen one. That is why you feel things so deeply. That is why your journey has been so different from those around you. From the time you were young, you knew you didn't quite fit in. The world around you felt foreign, as if your soul was searching for something beyond what the eyes could see. You saw through illusions, questioned what others blindly accepted, and carried a wisdom within you that seemed far beyond your years. This was not a coincidence. It was a sign, a mark placed upon you by the divine long before you took your first breath. There were times you wondered why your path seemed so much harder than others, why relationships that seemed promising crumbled, why friends drifted away, why you often felt like an outsider even among those who claimed to love you. The answer is simple. God was setting you apart. He was protecting you from attachments that would have limited your growth. He was preparing you for a calling that required you to stand on your own, to develop strength, resilience, and an unshakable faith. And now, the season of isolation is shifting. You are stepping into a new reality, one where you will begin to see the purpose behind everything you have endured. You are no longer walking this path alone. God is aligning you with those who carry the same divine mission. Your true soul family, those who will walk beside you as equals, as warriors of the light, are being placed on your path. You will begin to see the signs, unexpected encounters, deep connections with people you have just met, an overwhelming sense of familiarity with certain souls. These are not random events. This is divine orchestration at work. The universe has been speaking to you in whispers, in signs, in synchronicities. The repeating numbers, 111, 777, 3033, these are confirmations. The dreams, the intuitive nudges, the inner knowing that something is shifting, these are divine messages guiding you forward. God does not leave his chosen ones in the dark. He illuminates the path step by step, and right now he is telling you, it is time. If this message resonates with your spirit, if you feel that deep confirmation in your soul, then leave a sign in the comments. Comment 777 as a declaration that you are ready, that you receive this message, that you acknowledge the shift happening within you. This is not just another video. This is a divine confirmation of what you have always known, but may have been afraid to fully accept. Chosen one, the days of doubting yourself are over. The days of questioning your worth, your path, your purpose, those days are behind you. You were never meant to live an ordinary life. You were never meant to blend in, to follow the crowd, to settle for a life that does not align with your spirit. You were chosen for something greater, and that means walking a path that not everyone will understand. But take heart, because God has not only chosen you, he has prepared the way for you. The doors that were once closed will begin to open. The obstacles that once seemed impossible to overcome will begin to crumble. The loneliness that weighed on your spirit will be replaced by the presence of those who truly see you, who truly understand your mission. You are being positioned, elevated, called into your divine purpose. This is not the end of your journey. It is just the beginning. And as you move forward, know that you are being guided, protected, and empowered by the highest force in the universe. You are no longer alone, chosen one. God has decided it. Your time is now. Chosen one, there is something different about you, and you have known it for a long time. Maybe you could never quite explain it, but deep inside, there was always a feeling, an unshakable knowing, that you are not like the rest. You see things others don't, feel things others ignore, and move through life with a sense of purpose, even when you don't fully understand what that purpose is. The world has tried to make you doubt yourself, to convince you that you are just imagining things, but the truth is clear. You were chosen by God. And if you have ever questioned whether you are truly one of the chosen ones, let these signs confirm what your soul already knows. One of the first and strongest signs of being a chosen one is that you have always felt different. Even from childhood, you never quite fit in. You may have been the quiet observer, the deep thinker, the one who questioned everything while others simply accepted what they were told. You saw beyond the surface, sensing things that others overlooked. Maybe you felt disconnected from the people around you, even in a crowded room. Not because you wanted to be different, but because your soul operated on a different frequency. This feeling of being different is not a flaw. It is a sign of your divine calling. God has set you apart for a reason. Another undeniable sign is that you have experienced intense hardships and trials throughout your life. Chosen ones do not walk an easy path. You have endured pain, betrayal, rejection, and suffering that many others will never understand. But these struggles were not punishments. They were preparations. God allows His chosen ones to go through deep pain because pain refines you, strengthens you, and forces you to rely on faith rather than the physical world. While others may have crumbled under the weight of their struggles, you have kept pushing forward, even when you didn't know why. This resilience is a mark of someone chosen for a higher purpose. You also have an inner knowing, a deep intuition that guides you. You can sense energy, read people's intentions, and feel shifts in the spiritual realm before they manifest in the physical. Maybe you have had dreams that came true, strong gut feelings that turned out to be correct, or a deep sense of warning before something happened. This is because God has gifted you with spiritual discernment. You are not just seeing the world through physical eyes, you are perceiving it through a higher awareness. Another powerful sign is that you often feel misunderstood. The way you think, the way you process emotions, the way you approach life, it is not the way most people do. Others may have called you too deep, too sensitive, or even too serious. You might have struggled to maintain friendships or relationships because people could not match your depth or understand your perspective. This is because chosen ones are meant to walk a different path. You are not meant to fit in. You are meant to lead, to awaken others, to shine a light where there is darkness. You have also noticed that certain people and situations have been removed from your life, often in painful ways. Friends have walked away. Relationships have ended unexpectedly. Doors have closed when you thought they were supposed to stay open. But looking back, you realize that these things were not losses. They were divine redirections. God removes distractions, toxic influences, and false attachments from your life so that you can focus on the mission He has for you. When people leave, when plans fall apart, it is not a sign that you are alone. It is a sign that you are being positioned for something greater. A major sign of being a chosen one is experiencing a spiritual awakening. At some point in your life, you reached a moment where everything changed. Maybe it was triggered by a deep loss, a painful experience, or an overwhelming sense that something was missing. Suddenly, the things that once seemed important no longer mattered. You started questioning everything. You began seeking truth beyond what the world was telling you. You realized that your soul was yearning for something greater, something eternal. This awakening is proof that you are not here for an ordinary life. You are here for a divine mission. Another confirmation is that you feel a strong connection to God and the spiritual realm. Even in moments of doubt, even when you have felt lost, there has always been a pull toward the divine. Maybe you have found yourself drawn to scripture, prayer, meditation, or spiritual wisdom, even when you weren't raised that way. Maybe you feel God speaking to you through signs, through nature, through unexpected messages. The world may try to distract you, to pull you away from this connection, but no matter what happens, your soul always finds its way back to God. That is because you are chosen, and the chosen ones can never truly be lost. You have also noticed that your presence affects people. Strangers are drawn to you, opening up about their lives without knowing why. Some feel comforted by your energy, while others seem unsettled, even threatened. This is because you carry a divine light within you. Your energy is different. It either awakens people or exposes what they're trying to hide. This is why some people feel an unexplainable connection to you, while others reject you without reason. Do not take this personally. Your spirit is operating on a higher frequency, and not everyone is ready to face that light. A final confirmation is that you feel a deep sense of purpose, even if you do not yet know exactly what that purpose is. There is a calling on your life, a mission that has been placed in your soul since before you were born. This calling may not have fully revealed itself yet, but you feel it. You know that you were meant to do something greater, to help others, to bring wisdom, healing, or guidance to the world. That feeling will not go away, no matter how much you try to ignore it. That is because it is real. God has chosen you for something beyond what you can see right now, and He is preparing you step by step. Chosen one. These signs are not coincidences. They are confirmations. You are not crazy. You are not imagining things, and you are not alone. You have been set apart, guided, and protected for a reason. You have been placed on this path not by accident, but by divine design. Now is the time to embrace who you are, to accept your calling, and to trust that everything you have gone through was leading you to this moment. You are a chosen one, and the time to step into your divine purpose is now. Chosen one, you have walked a path of solitude for reasons far greater than you may have understood. There were moments when you felt abandoned, cast out, or forgotten by those you once held dear. You questioned why relationships that once seemed strong fell apart, why people who once celebrated you turned cold, why you always seemed to find yourself standing alone. But understand this: God separated you for a reason. You were never being punished, you were being prepared. The world teaches that loneliness is a curse, that being alone is something to be feared. But for a chosen one, solitude is part of the divine process. It is during isolation that you are shaped, refined, and strengthened. This is the phase where God strips away distractions, removes false attachments, and forces you to look within. He pulls you away from the noise of the world so that you can finally hear His voice clearly. Many do not realize that when God chooses someone for a divine assignment, He first takes them through a wilderness season. This is a period of testing, growth, and revelation. Look at every great leader, prophet, or messenger in history. Before they stepped into their destiny, they experienced a period of isolation. Moses was led into the desert before he could lead his people. Jesus spent 40 days alone in the wilderness before beginning his ministry. Even great spiritual teachers and mystics have spoken of long periods of solitude where they received their deepest revelations. If you have been feeling alone, know that you are in sacred company. Your isolation was necessary because not everyone around you was meant to walk with you into your next season. God saw the hidden motives, the jealous hearts, the energy-draining connections that were keeping you from your purpose. There were people in your life who would have held you back, distracted you, or even betrayed you if they had stayed too close. You may not have understood it at the time, but those sudden breakups, unexpected fallouts, and friendships that faded away were actually divine interventions. Some people were only meant to be in your life for a season, and when their role was complete, God removed them for your own protection. Another reason for your isolation was to awaken your spiritual gifts. When you are constantly surrounded by others, it is easy to drown out the deeper stirrings of your soul. But in solitude, you are forced to face yourself. You begin to see beyond the physical world, to sense the unseen, to develop your intuition. Chosen ones often find that during their isolation, their spiritual awareness increases dramatically. You start receiving messages through dreams, feeling energy shifts, recognizing signs that you once ignored. This is because God is fine-tuning your ability to navigate the spiritual realm. He is sharpening your discernment so that when you re-enter the world, you will not be easily deceived. Many chosen ones also experience intense emotional and mental battles during this period. Doubt, fear, and even moments of despair may have tried to consume you. This is because isolation is where your faith is tested the most. When you have no one to turn to, no external validation, no support system cheering you on, you are forced to rely solely on God. This is where true strength is built. It is easy to have faith when everything is going well, but when you are alone, with no clear answers, and yet you still trust in the divine plan, that is when your power is truly forged. There were times when you may have begged for companionship, for someone to understand you, for the loneliness to end. But looking back, you may realize that the solitude was the most transformative period of your life. The wisdom you gained, the resilience you built, the relationship you developed with God, none of that would have been possible if you had remained surrounded by distractions. Now, something is shifting. The season of isolation is coming to an end. You are stepping into a phase where God is beginning to align you with the right people, those who truly see you, understand you, and walk the same spiritual path. But before that can happen, you had to be made strong on your own. You had to learn to stand alone so that when you do connect with others, you will not be dependent on them. You will walk beside them, not behind them. This is why isolation was necessary. It was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to build you. You are no longer the same person who entered this phase. The old version of you, the one who sought validation from others, who compromised your truth to fit in, who tolerated energy that drained you, that version of you no longer exists. You have been reborn into a higher state of awareness, strength, and spiritual maturity. The world will see the difference in you. You will notice that certain places, conversations, and environments no longer resonate with you. You will feel an inner peace that does not require external validation. You will recognize that your solitude was not a prison. It was a sanctuary. Chosen one, your isolation was not a curse. It was a calling. And now, as you emerge from it, you do so with the wisdom, power, and clarity that only God could have given you. You were set apart for a reason, and that reason is about to be revealed. Chosen one, the time of solitude has served its purpose. The isolation that once felt like a burden was never meant to break you. It was meant to build you. And now, God has decided. The season of walking alone is over. You are stepping into a new reality where you will begin to see the divine plan unfold in ways you never imagined. You are no longer alone. There was a reason for your isolation. God needed you to detach from the noise of the world, to remove the false connections that were holding you back, and to strengthen you for the path ahead. But now, He is bringing you into alignment with those who truly see you, those who share your spiritual mission, those who will walk beside you as equals. The loneliness that once weighed on your spirit will soon be replaced with the presence of your true soul family. For so long, you may have felt like an outsider, like no one truly understood the depth of your thoughts, the weight of your calling, or the spiritual battles you have had to fight in silence. But God has seen every moment. He has watched you endure, watched you hold on to faith when everything around you tried to shake it. And because of this, He is aligning you with people who carry the same divine frequency as you. This is not just about making friends or finding people to talk to. This is about something far greater. This is about divine connections, those relationships that are orchestrated by God Himself. These are the people who will not just enter your life temporarily, but who will be a part of your spiritual journey, helping you fulfill the purpose you were created for. You will start to notice the shift. People will begin appearing in your life unexpectedly, but they will feel familiar, as if you have known them before. Conversations will flow effortlessly, and you will realize that these individuals have experienced similar struggles, similar awakenings, similar spiritual battles. You will not have to explain yourself to them because they will already understand. They are chosen ones, just like you. This is the season where you will begin to recognize who is truly meant to walk with you. Not everyone who has come into your life was meant to stay. Some people were only there to teach you lessons, to refine you, to test your strength. But now, God is sending those who are meant to build with you, those who will pray with you, encourage you, and remind you of your power when you forget. These connections will not be based on surface-level interests, but on a deep spiritual resonance. The divine decision has been made. The doors that were once closed are beginning to open. The places where you felt unseen will now recognize your presence. The battles you fought in silence will be replaced by victories that will not go unnoticed. You have been chosen, and now you are being positioned. For so long, you may have felt like you had to carry everything on your own, like no one else could truly comprehend the weight of your calling. But God is showing you that you were never meant to do this alone. You are part of a greater movement, a divine assembly of souls who were sent here to uplift, awaken, and transform the world. The signs will be undeniable. You will feel it in your spirit. The synchronicities, the sudden reconnections, the unexplainable meetings with people who seem to be placed in your life at the perfect moment. None of it is coincidence. This is divine orchestration at work. It is important to recognize that this new season is not just about receiving. It is also about giving. As you step into alignment with those who are meant to be in your life, you must also be prepared to pour into them as they pour into you. This is not about draining relationships. This is about divine reciprocity. You will uplift each other, inspire each other, and remind each other of the mission at hand. God has decided that it is time for you to step into the fullness of who you are. The lessons of the past were necessary, but they are not meant to be carried as burdens anymore. Let go of the pain of betrayal, the wounds of rejection, the memories of solitude that once felt like punishment. Those experiences were part of the preparation. but they are not your final destination. Now, you are entering a space where you will feel truly seen, where your gifts will be recognized, your wisdom will be valued, and your spirit will be honored. The loneliness that once defined your journey will now be replaced by divine companionship. This does not mean that challenges will not arise, but the difference now is that you will not have to face them alone. God is placing warriors, healers, and visionaries in your life who will stand beside you. You will find strength in their presence, just as they will find strength in yours. Chosen one, you are no longer alone. The path you have walked, the trials you have endured, the lessons you have learned, they have all led you to this moment. A moment where everything begins to align, where you realize that every tear, every struggle, every silent prayer was never in vain. God has spoken, and his decision is final. It is time. The connections you have been waiting for, the divine partnerships you have prayed for, the sense of belonging that has felt just out of reach, it is all manifesting now. Trust the process. Embrace the people God is sending into your life. Step boldly into this new season, knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. The days of walking alone are over. The divine decision has been made. You are being positioned, aligned, and surrounded by those who carry the same divine mission as you. The path ahead is illuminated, and you no longer have to walk it alone. Chosen one, whether you realize it or not, you have been in a battle your entire life. This battle is not fought with weapons or fists, nor is it seen with the human eye. It is a spiritual war, one that has been raging since the day you were born. You were marked, chosen by God, and because of that, the forces of darkness have been working against you. This is why your life has been filled with challenges that others do not seem to face. This is why you have been attacked in ways that don't make sense. This is why you have felt resistance at every turn. Spiritual warfare is real, and as a chosen one, you are a prime target. The enemy does not attack those who are of no threat. He does not waste time on those who are already lost. It is the ones who carry divine light, the ones who are meant to awaken and heal others, who become the greatest threats to darkness. And so, the attacks have come in many forms, through people, circumstances, distractions, and even through your own mind. One of the biggest signs that you have been in spiritual warfare is the battle within yourself. The doubts, the fears, the moments of overwhelming heaviness, these are not just random emotions. They are spiritual attacks meant to weaken your faith, to make you question your calling, to push you into despair. Have you ever noticed how just when you are about to step into something great, something always seems to go wrong? How, when you feel a breakthrough is near, you suddenly feel exhausted, drained, or filled with doubt? This is not coincidence. This is spiritual opposition. The enemy uses confusion as a weapon. He tries to make you second-guess yourself, to make you believe that you are not chosen, that you are not worthy, that you are alone. These are lies, carefully crafted to pull you away from your divine path. The truth is that you are chosen, and because of that, you carry an authority that darkness fears. Another way the enemy attacks chosen ones is through relationships. How many times have you encountered people who drained you, betrayed you, or turned against you for no reason? How often have you felt like no one truly understands you, like you are constantly being rejected by those you try to love? This is not just bad luck. These are calculated moves by forces that seek to isolate and weaken you. The enemy will send people into your life who appear to be one thing, but are actually distractions, meant to pull you away from your calling. That is why God has removed certain people from your life. Not everyone is meant to walk with you. Some were sent to derail you, and once their mission was complete, they had to be removed. Physical and emotional exhaustion is another sign of spiritual warfare. Chosen ones often feel drained, even after a full night's rest. You may feel an unexplainable heaviness, as if you are carrying a burden that you cannot see. This is because spiritual battles manifest in the physical body. The enemy wants you weak, tired, and distracted because a weary warrior cannot fight effectively. This is why it is important to protect your energy, to be mindful of what you consume, and to stay connected to God through prayer and meditation. Your dreams and sleep patterns are also affected in spiritual warfare. Have you ever experienced unsettling dreams, sudden nightmares, or waking up at odd hours feeling anxious? The spiritual realm does not sleep, and often the enemy tries to attack chosen ones in their most vulnerable state, when they are resting. This is why it is important to pray before bed, to cleanse your space, and to cover yourself with divine protection as you sleep. Another major tactic of the enemy is using distractions to keep you from fulfilling your purpose. Have you noticed how easily you can get caught up in things that don't matter? How the world constantly throws noise, entertainment, social media, and meaningless drama in your path. This is by design. The enemy does not need to destroy you if he can simply distract you. He knows that if he can keep you focused on things that do not serve your soul, you will never step fully into your divine calling. But here is the truth. You are stronger than these attacks. You have already overcome so much, and you are still here. That alone is proof that the enemy has not won. Every time you have risen after being knocked down, every time you have chosen faith over fear, every time you have refused to give up, that was you winning the battle. You must now step into the awareness of who you are and the power you hold. You're not just a participant in this battle, you are a warrior. You were chosen not just to survive, but to overcome, to lead, to awaken others. And now it is time to armor yourself spiritually. Your greatest weapon in this battle is your connection to God. The enemy's goal is to sever that connection, because once you lose faith, you lose power. But as long as you stay aligned with the divine, no force in the universe can defeat you. Strengthen your spiritual practice. Pray with conviction, meditate with intention, and guard your mind against negativity. Protect your energy. Be mindful of the people you allow into your space, the conversations you engage in, and the things you expose yourself to. The enemy works through anything that lowers your vibration: fear, doubt, gossip, negativity. Stay focused on what elevates your spirit. Speak life over yourself. The power of the tongue is real. The words you speak create your reality. Declare victory over your life. Speak protection, strength, and divine guidance. Do not allow negative thoughts or words to take root in your mind. Chosen one, you have been in a battle that you did not even realize was happening. But now, you are aware. Now you see the patterns. Now you understand why things have happened the way they have. And because of this awareness, the enemy has lost power over you. You are not just a victim of spiritual warfare. You are a conqueror. You have already won battles that others would not have survived. You are still standing, and that is proof that the light within you is stronger than any darkness that has tried to stop you. The war is not over, but you are no longer fighting blind. You are equipped, protected, and guided by the highest power. Step forward in faith, knowing that no attack can defeat you, no enemy can destroy you, and no force can stop what God has set in motion for your life. You are a warrior in this spiritual battle, and you have already won more than you know. Chosen one, now that you know who you are and understand the battles you have fought, it is time to step into your divine assignment. You were never meant to live an ordinary life. Your journey, your struggles, and your awakening were all leading you to this very moment. Now, you must embrace the purpose God has placed within you. Your divine assignment is not something that was just given to you recently. It was written into your soul before you even entered this world. Long before you took your first breath, God had already designed a path for you, a mission that only you could fulfill. The reason your life has been different from others is because you were chosen for something greater. Every experience you have had, every lesson, every pain, every victory, was preparing you for the work you are meant to do. The first step in fulfilling your assignment is accepting that you are here for a higher purpose. You are not here just to exist, to survive, or to follow the patterns of the world. You are here to make an impact, to awaken others, to be a light in the midst of darkness. Whether you have fully realized it yet or not, your energy alone shifts the atmosphere. People are drawn to you for a reason. Strangers open up to you without knowing why. Your presence alone carries a divine frequency that affects those around you. This is because you were sent here to lead, to heal, and to guide. But what exactly are you meant to do? The answer lies within you. Look at the things that have always called to your soul. What are you passionate about? What are the things that ignite your spirit, that make you feel alive? These are not random interests. They are clues to your purpose. Some chosen ones are meant to teach, to spread wisdom, to share knowledge that awakens the sleeping minds of the world. Others are meant to heal, to restore, to bring peace and comfort to those who are broken. Some are warriors, spiritual protectors, who are called to fight against deception and injustice. Others are visionaries, creators, builders of new ways of thinking and living that uplift humanity. You do not have to have all the answers right now. Your purpose will unfold step by step as you continue to walk in alignment with God. But what you must do now is take action. You can no longer wait for a perfect moment, for a sign, for someone else to validate your calling. The time is now. Everything you need is already within you. The wisdom, the strength, the courage, it is all there. You simply need to activate it. One of the greatest obstacles that keep chosen ones from stepping into their divine assignment is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being enough. But fear is an illusion, a tool used by the enemy to keep you from your purpose. The truth is, you are already equipped. God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. If He has placed this mission on your heart, He has already given you everything you need to fulfill it. Another thing that may have held you back is doubt. You may have questioned whether you are really meant for this, whether you are truly capable of making a difference. But the very fact that you are questioning means that you are already being called. If this message resonates with you, if something inside of you is stirring as you hear these words, then it is confirmation. Your soul recognizes the truth. It is time to trust yourself and trust God. Your divine assignment will not always be easy. There will be resistance, challenges, and moments of uncertainty. But every obstacle is a test of your faith. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth. The world will not always understand you. Some will reject you, some will question you, and some will try to silence you. But remember, you were not sent here to please the world. You were sent here to fulfill a mission. You must stay focused, stay committed, and keep walking forward even when the path is unclear. Start where you are. You do not need to have everything figured out. Begin by using the gifts you have, in whatever way you can. If you are meant to teach, start speaking, start writing, start sharing your knowledge. If you are meant to heal, begin offering your wisdom, your kindness, your presence to those who need it. If you are meant to lead, step into your power, take responsibility, and be the example that others can follow. The world needs you now more than ever. There is a shift happening, a great awakening, and you are meant to be part of it. You did not come here just to watch from the sidelines. You are here to play a role, to bring light where there is darkness, to remind others of who they truly are. Your very existence is proof that you have a purpose. Chosen one, the waiting is over. The time of preparation has passed. God has decided it. You are ready. Step into your divine assignment with confidence, knowing that you are guided, protected, and supported in ways you cannot yet see. Trust the process, trust yourself, and trust the divine plan. Now is the time to rise. Now is the time to step into your power. The world is waiting for you. Chosen one, something powerful is happening. A great shift is taking place, a divine movement that is calling the chosen ones together. For so long you may have felt alone, wandering through life with no one who truly understood you. But that time is over. The kingdom shift has begun, and those who carry the divine light are being drawn together. You are not alone anymore. This is not just a personal transformation, it is a collective awakening. God has been preparing his warriors, separating them from the distractions of the world, strengthening them through trials, and refining them through spiritual warfare. Now, the season of isolation is ending, and the chosen ones are being positioned to unite. Have you noticed how you are suddenly crossing paths with people who seem to share your mission? How you are encountering souls who think like you, feel like you, and understand things at the same depth? This is not a coincidence. God is strategically placing his warriors in alignment with each other. Divine connections are forming, soul tribes are assembling, and those who have been walking their journey in solitude are finally meeting others who were destined to walk beside them. This is the fulfillment of prophecy. The chosen ones have been scattered across the earth, hidden in plain sight, growing stronger in their individual journeys. But now the time has come for them to come together. This is the shift that will change everything. For too long, darkness has tried to divide, isolate, and silence those who carry the light. The enemy has used every tactic to keep the chosen ones apart. Fear, doubt, confusion, distractions. But nothing can stop what has already been decided by God. The forces of light are rising, and they are rising together. You may feel this shift in your spirit, a deep sense that something is changing, an inner knowing that you are being prepared for something bigger than yourself. That feeling is real. The kingdom of God is being revealed, not in the way the world expects, but in the way the divine has always planned. This is not about religion. This is about truth, about awakening, about stepping into divine purpose as a collective force. Each chosen one has a unique role in this movement. Some are leaders, some are healers, some are visionaries, and some are warriors. But all are necessary. There is no competition in the divine plan. Everyone has a part to play, and when the chosen ones unite, their power is unstoppable. The world will begin to notice. As the chosen ones rise, their energy will shift the atmosphere. Their presence will shake systems, expose lies, and bring truth to those who are ready to receive it. The shift is not just happening in the spiritual realm, it will manifest in the physical world. The chosen ones are being placed in positions of influence. Their voices are growing stronger, and their mission is becoming clearer. But with this shift comes responsibility. As you connect with others who are part of this movement, remember that unity is key. There is no room for division among those who are called. The enemy will try to create conflict, to stir jealousy, to plant seeds of doubt. But true chosen ones recognize each other not as competition, but as allies in the same divine mission. Support one another, encourage one another, strengthen one another. The world will not always understand what is happening, but the chosen ones will. This is the time to stand together, to move as one, to let the divine light shine brighter than ever before. This is the kingdom shift. The separation was necessary, but now the uniting is inevitable. The chosen ones are awakening, finding each other, and stepping into their rightful place. And nothing can stop what has already been set in motion. Chosen one, you have felt the shift. You have seen the signs. You know, deep within your spirit, that something greater is unfolding. This message did not find you by accident. It is confirmation of what you have always known, but may have been hesitant to fully accept. You were chosen. You were set apart. And now, you are stepping into the divine plan that has been written for you since the beginning of time. The battles you have fought, the loneliness you have endured, and the doubts you have faced were all part of your preparation. But now, the season of isolation is ending. You are no longer walking this path alone. God has aligned you with others who share your purpose. And together, the chosen ones are rising. Stand firm in your calling. Walk boldly in your purpose. Know that you are protected, guided, and supported in ways you cannot yet see. This is your time to step forward, to claim the life you were meant to live, and to fulfill the mission you were sent here to complete. The shift has begun. The kingdom is rising, and you, chosen one, are exactly where you are meant to be.